right? You obviously have a budget, pick the cars that you like, and start off small. It is a roller coaster ride, and what happens is you start off small, but you will find yourself falling down the rabbit hole.
As we land the plane, this is just a random question that I would ask at the end. For brand new collectors that are just coming up, because I think this is still a young, up and coming hobby. What advice would you give them for people that are starting out? Like, where do they start? What should they do when they're trying to get into it?
I would say research. The internet is a fantastic place to research stuff. There are hundreds and hundreds of groups on Facebook. And I can tell you, you can find a Facebook group in your country for sure. We have been talking to people from Mongolia, people from South Africa, people from Pakistan. I mean, it truly is a global hobby. And what's great is every country will have a group of people, and that will be your starting point, because they will be able to direct you as to where to go and where to get stuff from. Do your research and pick your models, right? I mean, if you want to go the way of Tarmac Works, Mini GT, and Pop Race, then you may, if you're starting off, right? You obviously have a budget, pick the cars that you like, and start off small. It is a roller coaster ride, and what happens is you start off small, but you will find yourself falling down the rabbit hole, going absolutely crazy. I mean,
this is where the app comes in handy, right, Nigel?
This is where the app. This box contains my haul from Singapore, and I'm going to be doing a separate video series called The Haul on Casted's video as well, where we're going to show people the sort of stuff that we get, because there are some fantastic models out there. And that is where, and read Casted's magazine, because we try and cover as much as possible to give you an idea of what sort of models there are out there. Straight up from 164, or not even 164, but we go from 187 all the way up to 112 scale cars. So whatever is happening, old or new, there's a lot of information out there. And also ask people. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because this is a situation where there is a lot of moving parts. You don't want to get ripped off, and there are people who get ripped off, who will spend like hundreds of dollars on something that they really didn't need to spend that money on. They could find it somewhere else. With shipping, it will cost much less. So do your research. That's what I would tell anyone. With people like Model Car Houston and the sort of information and content that you do, the sort of information and content that we put out, and then there are people like David Houston who are constantly on various chat forums and stuff like that. Talk to these guys, and a lot of us will be able to put new model collectors into whatever scene they're looking for. Sometimes it may be just rally cars. We can direct you to where you should go. If you want, the old Japanese cars, someone like David Houston, for example, has a plethora of information about what to get. So the internet is full. The internet is a wonderful place. It's a scary place, and quite an opinionated place. Fortunately, there are a lot of people who are out there who want to help new collectors, and it's just a matter of asking for help and talking. That's what I would tell any new guy getting into the scene. But be prepared. Be very prepared, because this it is a very serious thing. In the sense that once you get hooked, it is quite addictive. So you really have to learn how to pace yourself. But again, it's such a satisfying and rewarding hobby.